25-year-old Eric Hartsburg is the person who got the Romney R tattooed on his face for $5,000. If you guys can remember, after Romney lost the election, he was pretty, supportive of Romney and pretty supportive of his decision to do the tattoo in the first place. He said he wasn't going to get it removed. This tattoo removal chain known as Dr. Tatoff had offered him their services for free. And they said, look, we will pay to help you remove that tattoo via laser. And, Hartsburg said, no, it's okay. I'm going to keep it on my face. Well, now he says that he's changed his mind, but get a load of the reason. He says that Romney's comment about Obama giving gifts away really, really irritated him. Okay?
Oh, bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, before he thought Romney was a man of the people. Okay, but then come to find out, it turns out he's for the rich. Well, he didn't see that coming. That's why he's going to take it. No, you're taking the tattoo off because you look like a jackass. And you're going to look like a jackass the rest of your life. Imagine if somebody still had a Dukakis tattoo on their head. Go. And then, of course, they'd be like, well, come to think of it, I didn't like his position on paroles in Massachusetts. I'm going to go ahead and take this off.
Right. I'm sure he realized that this is destroying his job opportunities. Nobody wants to hire a dude.
Did that guy have job opportunities?
I don't know.
There's some chance that's why he got $5,000 for a tattoo on his head, because he wasn't really making money in other ways. Yeah. Okay, but one of my favorite parts of this story is Dr. Tatoff, which is like the best name ever. And so I had been seeing, we talked about this earlier in the day, I'd been seeing signs for Dr. Tatoff, and I always assumed he was some Russian guy. Okay, he was by our old place, right? By our old office. And like subconsciously, I never really thought about it. I just thought like, oh, it must be some Russian dude, Dr. Tatoff. And then today I was like, oh, right, Dr. Tat-off.
Yeah.
Genius.
You're such a nerd. So it turns out that it will probably take him about a year to remove that tattoo, because what they do...
What?
Yeah, it takes several sessions to remove a tattoo. It's not like you go and you get it lasered off and it's over. They have to do a few sessions, and you have to wait 8 weeks between sessions, because when you laser your skin, it causes some damage. You have to wait for the skin to heal, and then they do it again, and then it heals. It takes about a year to get rid of that tattoo. Now, fortunately, since he got this tattoo above the waist, where you have more blood flow and more circulation, it'll be a little easier to remove the tattoo. It's really hard to remove a tattoo if it's on, like, let's say your feet or your ankle, and it's especially hard when you use colored ink. If you use black ink, it's pretty easy. If you use blue or red,
like he did,
you're in a little bit of trouble.
Well, it's like you said, it's a good thing he didn't get his ass tattooed then. But
well, I feel like if he got his ass tattooed, who cares? You just.
I know. It'd only be embarrassing if he ever got laid. So, by the way, for $5,000. Then you got to go through the whole year of tattooing and tat off and tat on and tat off. Oh,
he's
disaster.
Considering putting that prime real estate on the market again.
No,
he is.
Really? Wow. Clown. Although I'm telling you, man, we'd probably get a lot of publicity if we paid him like a nickel and a dime to put TYT on there. Yeah. But like on the other hand, you want your brand associated with that clown?